How has Mexican oil policy changed? Have you ever wondered how the oil policy in Mexico has transformed over the years? Let's take a closer look at this fascinating journey that reflects the country's history and culture. In the early 20th century, foreign companies dominated Mexico's oil industry. This control sparked nationalist movements, leading to a significant change. In 1938, President Lázaro Cárdenas made a bold move by nationalizing all petroleum reserves and facilities. This action created the state-owned company Petróleos Mexicanos, commonly known as Pemex. This moment was a powerful assertion of Mexican sovereignty and pride, symbolizing control over natural resources. For decades, Pemex held a monopoly on oil production and sales. It represented national unity and economic strength. However, by the early 21st century, Pemex faced serious challenges. Declining production and financial difficulties prompted the Mexican government to rethink its oil policy. In 2013 and 2014, under President Enrique Peña Nieto, Mexico introduced a landmark energy reform. This reform ended Pemex's 76-year monopoly, allowing private and foreign investment in the oil and gas sector for the first time since the expropriation. The goal was to boost competitiveness and attract capital. Private companies could now participate in exploration, production, and retail. Pemex was restructured to be more autonomous but still faced significant taxation. New regulatory bodies were established to oversee the sector, ensuring some level of national content requirements. Despite the potential benefits, this shift was controversial. Many citizens and political leaders viewed it as a threat to national sovereignty and Pemex's symbolic role. The debate centered around balancing economic modernization with protecting national resources and cultural identity. When President Manuel Lopez Obrador, often referred to as AMLO, took office in 2018, he adopted a more nationalist approach. He reduced taxes on Pemex and pledged to cover its debts. AMLO emphasized strengthening Pemex rather than relying on private or foreign firms. He criticized the previous reforms as harmful to Mexico's energy independence. Currently, under President Claudia Sheinbaum, Mexico has further reshaped its oil policy. Sheinbaum's administration has reversed some aspects of the 2014 reforms. Constitutional changes have restored a dominant role to Pemex and the Federal Electricity Commission. This limits private sector participation and places regulatory control firmly under government authority. The focus is now on state control and public ownership, reflecting a renewed emphasis on national pride. In practical terms, while private and foreign companies can still operate in Mexico's energy sector, they must partner with Pemex or the Federal Electricity Commission. They also operate under regulations that favor state enterprises. The government controls key regulatory bodies, reducing independent oversight. This policy shift aims to strengthen Mexico's control over its energy resources and ensure that benefits primarily flow to the nation. In summary, Mexican oil policy has evolved significantly. It has shifted from foreign dominance to nationalization, then to liberalization and private sector inclusion, and more recently back toward stronger state control. These changes reflected ongoing tensions between economic modernization and national sovereignty, deeply rooted in Mexico's revolutionary history and cultural values emphasizing self-determination.